Okay, Miss B, you got two options when it comes to inventory. You can go up to the drop down, if my phone would focus, there we are. And what you really want to do, you'll see there is inventory, inventory book drop suppressed, inventory suppressed. So inventory without book drop means it'll just inventory. If you do inventory and book drop options, it will both book drop the item and return it for you and update its inventory date. Suppressed will stop the computer from making noises and showing alerts. The reason being, if you just do inventory book drop, check it out. Let's watch as I scan some books. So it says, here we are. Oh, that sound means those books are out of order. And again, our books aren't going to be in order perfectly. This is like dead on perfect order. Since our books aren't going to be in order perfectly, if I do book drop suppressed, then when I go down here, it says dialogues suppressed. That means that it's not gonna have a report generate for all that stuff being out of order. So if it were me, you could go to circulation, inventory, book drop suppressed, or if you want to have more control, you can go to tools over here, inventory right here. For this one, you need to create a title for your session. You probably will have to go down to the plus sign down here and hit make a new session. It'll say a session name is required. You can say whatever, end of year, 24, or something like that. You're gonna inventory by call number, or you're gonna do entire collection. Entire collection. Then with that entered in, you hit save up here. A little bit of a forgetful moment there. And it'll show up on this side. You can hit continue. And then you can also start scanning. See, and it says the same thing here. This one even has the call out, exception note, out of order. So those books I scanned are out of order. Their call numbers don't go right in order, which none of ours will again, right? But after you do this process, you see up here how it says you can review exceptions and stuff. After you scan your whole inventory, you go back down to continue. And if this tells you all the stats, items out of range, items out of everything, lost items, discarded inventory items, who was this session created by, for what site, start date, name, all this stuff. So with this, you really get a lot more information. And really, if you export all exceptions, it'll save those out of order items and those other exceptions too. Once you continue off of this, it gives you the option to run reports. Missing item reports, inventoried items, all these statistic reports that you can run and have emailed to you. Because you know how if you do them one at a time, it takes a little while, it's processing, Alexandria is slow. This way they just get sent to your email, nice and easy. The downside here is, and then when you hit continue, it'll say, declare missing items as lost. So that's items that you didn't find that didn't get scanned at all for inventory. It'll declare them lost. If you find them later and scan them, it'll show up as, oh, this item was declared lost. Do you want to re-add it to your system? And you can say yes. Declare non-inventory items still checked out as lost. So that's all the kids who didn't return their books. So any book checked out to like, what, a third grader is your highest grade? Any books checked out to a third grader, they're not inventoried, it's still checked out, probably should get marked as lost because I doubt you're getting those back, right? Like for me, I do that for my sixth graders. And then once you hit complete session, it'll close out this inventory session and declare those items as lost and everything. So it's kind of like a double-pronged thing, right? In circulation, it's nice and easy. This you can say inventory book drop suppressed and just scan away, beep, 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 and it will update the inventory date in the system of all those items. And then if you do a report in operations, looking up inventory and stuff, they'll count as inventoried. If you actually go down to tools again and go to that inventory tab, it brings up this whole separate thing, which is a little bit more of a pain because you have to do a session name, a session start date, your entire collection, select it, continue, and then start scanning through. But it does give you the option at the end for all this details of data and this other stuff. So I do a detailed inventory using this system, using the tools and the inventory tab up here. I would probably do that for this first time. And then next year you could do just the circulation inventory book drop suppressed. And I tend to go back and forth every other year because the longer one is more like focused and you got to get it done. And then you got to close it out. You got to make sure to close it out and update everything. And then you can do the other one on years in between. That's just my perspective on it. And that's how to do it. If you have any other questions, let me know.